Today I'm going to be showing you how to add a sticky 3D character to your game. Here I have a scene from the asset store that I want my sticky 3D character to explore. First I'm going to disable the FPS controller that comes with this asset. Then I'm going to add my sticky character to the scene. And let's drop in the third person camera, because we're going to want to use third person and first person. We're going to increase the clipping plane of both cameras, the first and the third person camera. And we're going to add post-processing to both cameras. We'll hook up our third person camera to our character. So let's go to the Look tab, just flick into third person and we'll drag this in. There we go. We might start it in third person mode. And on our Collide tab, we're just going to set the reference update type to auto first, which will just automatically find our terrain. I will talk a bit more about reference frames in another video. We're going to be setting up footsteps for our character. So let's first go to our terrain. And I'm going to add a sticky surface. And I'm just going to tick is terrain. There's nothing else I have to do here. This is going to allow us to hear different footsteps when we go on different textures of our terrain. Okay, let's go to our character. Go to Move tab. We have some footsteps here. Let's just get rid of the ones that come with our prefab. We have a default footstep of tiles. That looks alright. Let's add a new one, and we're just going down to terrain textures. And the first one's going to be called ground red clay. And we'll add an audio clip for that too. And this textures on the terrain is actually underneath the grass, so let's give it some grass sound. Let's add another one in. And this one is ground sediment. These are case sensitive, by the way, so just be careful that they match what's on your terrain. And this one's some dirt. Let's just select the dirt sound. We're just going to turn the relative volume and maybe pitch range down a bit for this one. So let's just reduce our volume a bit. Can still give it a bit of variety. We have quite a few stone steps now seen, so why don't we set up some sounds for those, some footstep sounds for those. So let's just add a new one. This time I'm going to use a mesh surface type, and we're going to set it to maybe stone. And let's have an audio clip for the stone as well. We'll add a second stone type, so This one's going to be another mesh stone type, and it's going to be stone 2. And we'll have the other stone type for the audio. We need to tell the Sticky controller about these meshes in our scene, so we'll find them. Okay, maybe the ramp A. Let's add a sticky surface to those. And set that to maybe stone 2. And our other steps, let's again add the surface component, select our surface types, and this one's going to be stone 1. Let's do a quick test to make sure our footsteps work. Walk in the grass, on the tiles, up steps. We want to be able to find some items in our scene, so I've added a new layer called items, and let's maybe look for some apples, and we'll add those to the items layer. Let's also look for some books. There's quite a lot of these, so it'll take a little bit of time to add them to our layer. And if we come back to our player, we're going to add a new script on here called sample pickup item. And the item layer mask here is obviously going to be items. We'll increase the pickup distance a little bit. And we want to add just some sort of sprite to put on our canvas that we're going to display. We want to take some action when someone presses a key to pick up items. So we'll add a custom input, and maybe we'll set that to the letter P for pickup. And we want to add a callback here, so I'm going to get the callback from the player, and sample input is going to be pickup items. Okay, I think we're about ready to go exploring. Pretty sure I'm happy with those steps. Going up a bit quickly, so let's just go and modify that. We're just going to slow down the step up speed. Let's just make that a bit slower, and we're going to compensate for the sprinting up steps. Let's just increase that a bit and give that a go. Let's try the steps again. Yeah, seems a bit better. So let's go for a wander around this asset that I just downloaded from the Unity Asset Store. See, it's got quite a bit of detail. You can see the camera will try to compensate for wall clipping as well. I have that turned on. So we can find these items. The little door opening and visual there is part of this set, not part of Sticky3D Controller. And I think you can open this door as well. Yes, there we go. Some items around here, so let's just switch to the other camera view. And there we go, there's a book. Let's just grab that book. You can also zoom in and out with the camera. In this case, I've got it automatically unzooming, but you can change that setting as well. What do we have here? It's a bit dark in here, but let's see what we can find. Pick up items. Oh, okay. Well, maybe we'll grab an apple and maybe a couple of apples because I'm hungry, and a book. There we go. And they've just been removed off the table and put in my inventory. So that's about all I have to show you for this tutorial. Just how to add Sticky Controller to your scene, to whatever game scenery you have. And thanks for watching.